Hey, did you hear the chatter? Did you hear the music? You hear us laughing? Man, that can only mean one thing. It's another week of Our Opinion Podcast. You know, the podcast that talks about everything you talk about, all the topics you talk about, just without your opinion. Yeah, that's us, man. I'm voice 1.
Hey, yo, I'm voice 2.
And I'm voice 3.
And I'm here too.
Which one did
You
was
what?
I'm voice 4.
I'm gonna let you have it. I'm gonna let you have it. Like,
Not you acting brand new today.
Come on, now you know
I was distracted by Brandon's Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Oh.
Wow. So just every time every time you look at me and you get attracted, say "ew." Just say "ew." You know what I'm saying? I literally was watching like videos and looking through pictures in my gallery. That's what the old people call it in their phone.
Yeah.
And I seen pictures of my kids when we went to Disney World. I'm like, man, I miss when I'm about to put my stuff on that I paid $147.9 for.
Oh yeah.
So
we're gonna wear this.
I got a black one too. I'm gonna wear that next week.
Wearing this to Sunday, going to meet in church.
You know what I'm
too.
saying? So I'm a Disney dad, man. Hey man, before we get into today's topic and have a grand day, and just laughing, joking, and talking, let's take care of the logistics and the politics of why we able to do what we do, man. Shout out and thank you to I believe it's a lifestyle brand for anyone that believes in something greater than themselves. Listen, the problem is, man, you woke up this morning and you had a small list of things. Mm-hmm. Gotta go bigger, buddy. You gotta go bigger.
Gotta think.
Man, shout out and thank you to Autumn Fresh Cleaning Services LLC. Where cleaning has a feel to it. Somebody's gonna break up in this next couple of months, like coming up, and you gonna need their stuff gone. Holler at me.
We're not gonna wish that.
Holler at them.
It's like
Holler at us.
I
Things
mean,
happen.
us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Sheesh,
We're cleaning has a feel to it.
positive today.
inevitable.
It is positive.
Some things
Positive
are inevitable,
income.
but I don't think
It's positive.
Like
wishing breakups.
Yeah. I got a few things to say, man. I want to get
Just
this off my
prepare for
chest, man. I don't waste no time with this.
Here for that.
I got a couple gotta say it, man. Okay. Valet is a standard. It is for you to pull up and say, hey, man, I want to park my nice, decent car, and I want to come out and feel presidential and be like, yeah, go retrieve my vehicle.
Okay.
You can't just park anything. Stop parking your car where 2 doors only work, and neither of them are the front doors.
Oh, the driver door.
And this is a nigga that used to work in valet. So let's
you
start
already
there.
know.
You can't just park. I seen a car today, bro. He's been in 5 accidents today and valet this
like,
car.
sir, you just
Brother.
you got to your last one and say, I'll just drive myself to the hospital.
If you got to valet your car and give a disclaimer, it shouldn't be valet. Hey, man, keep it on when you turn it off. but let it run for a minute. But don't let it run hot.
And roll the window down because you got to grab the door
Yeah,
handle
like,
from the outside.
When you started,
Stop valeting.
put it in neutral before you crank it all the way up.
Oh, and don't valet your car on E. Oh, my God.
Oh.
The parking lot is a block away, sir.
Yeah.
That's there in back.
You made
sir.
it here on a prayer and a whim.
Yeah.
We not.
I'm not.
Nigga,
I'm on the clock.
I know a nigga trying to
And
get
if
free
your
valet
car
when I
don't
see
start
one.
I can't get back to work.
I can't get now you about to get me fired because you ain't got no gas.
Here's my second one,
Now we
man.
both need a ride.
Well, take me to the nigga car so I can get to my car. Hey, here's the second one, man. McDonald's. I know you got the double vanity drive-through. Where it's 2 drive,
what?
2 double vanity, nigga.
Is that what it's
joking.
called?
No, it's
Oh,
not.
I was about to say.
It's just called a
You
double-
learned something new.
double drive-through.
Double vanity
That's it. It
is
just
in
said double
the
drive-through.
bathroom, 2 mirrors, whatever.
Yeah.
I'm joking.
Okay.
Hey, man.
You had me.
Yeah.
I don't want to be judged, but
more you
more importantly,
know.
I don't want to do the judging. I don't need to see the other person order on my screen. I'm thinking it's like I'll be over here.
Now it's making me want to order more.
I'm about to get mad.
I'll order more.
It makes me look in the car like, how many niggas are in that car? Why are there 2 quarter-pounder orders?
Meals. It is one.
And it's like,
So I'm a type of person I judge based off what I see. When I get up there, there's one lady in the car. Those are for her. I don't.
Yeah.
Not that she going home take it to her husband.
Especially if it's a
Those
big
are for
lady.
her. Those are for her.
Now you know you wrong.
not the stereotype.
And then I
I'm
also,
very-
on the flip side,
Yeah,
I don't
very.
need everybody to see that I have 4 coupons and only paid for one. It ain't everybody business to be judging me.
Because look, you might remind somebody
I
that
don't
they got
wanna get
coupons.
judged.
You that
too.
nigga you made that status about. If you ain't trying to tip,
If
nigga,
you're
don't come.
trying to tell, dog.
You said, is this on Groupon? Nigga, go home.
Hey,
I hate-
don't sleep on Groupon.
I hate the lady that be
With it.
like, the lady. It's
Listen.
always one lady that drive through like, oh, you just got the McChicken. Yes, just
Yeah,
the McChicken,
lady.
the free
Why are you
McChicken,
upset
man.
that I got a free?
Yeah.
But they be acting like it came out of their pocket that you got a free meal. Like, no,
I
it's on the app. It
I
ain't got
think we
nothing to
need
do
a.
with you.
I think McDonald's needs a privacy screen. It ain't their business. It ain't my business. Man, mind your business and valet this raggedy ass car. Hey man, so here's the hourglass for the day. Hourglass. I think it'll kind of drive us into the topic. I kind of want to. However you guys want to tackle it, right?
Okay.
Is there a difference? What is the difference in between race? However, she work here.
She
Introduce
do,
who?
but dang.
Rachel.
She said
Thank
she's
you.
here and she's
Thank
voice
you,
4.
voice 3.
Everybody know Rachel is the voice
I'm
4.
voice 2.
Rachel
Wow,
is.
I got
Voice 3.
promoted.
Sorry, I had to count.
So
Wait,
listen.
you know how you got to get to the letter A, B, C, D. Oh, J.
So listen, man.
Voice
All right,
two,
so
voice three.
I'll take that back. For those who may be new to the
Right, this
pod,
might be their first video.
those who may be new to watching and
Sure,
listening,
okay.
this is my best friend.
How do you get
This
new
is our
subscribers?
honorary and our contingent worker. But she is voice 4.
Yes.
Rachel Wingate, my dog, my best friend.
Welcome back.
Ray.
Okay, Ray.
R-A-E.
Yeah, everybody needs a Ray. I've never called that in the 40 years of knowing this nigga. Never.
First
used
of all,
the
I'm
word
not
Ray.
even 40, but we understand. Some people don't know how to math. I was gonna say another. I was gonna say DPS education, but I didn't say it.
See that goes.
That
That,
was
see,
wrong.
that'll
Okay,
that'll go.
Shots.
That'll go to
I'm
today's
not,
topic.
I'm not a
Fired.
product of
Shots
BPS,
fired.
so it's
That'll
okay.
that'll go into
Even
Started
today's
worse.
early. I
conversation.
just want to make sure my
A.
mic worked. That's all.
Is this thing on?
It's on.
Is it working?
The ignorance.
Did anybody
the
hear the
ignorance
joke?
Is on. Hey, so I got a question though. Like I said, is there a difference? What is the difference? However you want to tackle it, between race and culture.
Yes.
Yes, what?
Absolutely.
Yes, there's a
Yes,
difference.
Yes, there's a difference.
Okay. What's the dive into it? What's the? All right. Let me give a little more context to it, just to give us a direction. When it comes to the idea, the word black, being black, is it a race or is it a culture or is it both or is it what is it?
I do believe. I'm sorry. Was it somebody else? Go? I was
However,
gonna say it. Don't matter anyway.
Go ahead, Mr. Believe. What do you believe?
I do believe there's a nuance to it, where does black say race? Yes. However, we also have a culture. But there are some black people that aren't a
Not
part,
of
of
our
the black
culture.
culture.
Yeah, all that definitely. Not
Yeah.
all brown skinned folks are from the same.
you guys agree with the
Yeah,
difference, the
there-
definition, the approval?
Definitely.
So tell me, what does it mean when you say not? I think you said not all black people are a part of the culture. Support of it, or just like, hey, nigga, we don't want you here. You don't.
I don't think black people like shown like people away, like you're not welcome here type of thing.
Shun.
Yeah.
However, Sean,
Shun?
I did it like in a.
Not include niggas.
You know how you like draw and then you drawn.
You've drawn.
Yeah,
Drew.
right.
Okay.
I've
Yep.
Are we not saying the
I've
same
drawn
thing?
that before.
Because
I've
I'm.
proved that.
Where are we? Finish your point.
Backspace delete. Now, I just
We
changed
not
the word.
No.
You would get what he's saying. That's why you're on the couch together.
Okay.
Because it
well,
was
listen to
just,
this.
it was not the proper. That's why I asked.
Okay.
Because I'm like, what were you?
We don't shoe.
Shun.
Shun.
Shun or shoe.
Shun.
Okay.
Shun.
You can say shoe.
don't-
I
people
wanna say
away.
shoe.
We don't.
I
shoot.
wanna say
We don't
shoe.
kick people out. Oh no, we do kick people out.
I don't think we do.
Oh, we do.
Yeah.
Separate to it, though. What
Because
you mean? Though, like,
Candace Owens is not a part of us. She might be black, but she is not a part of the black culture
So-
or the black community.
Okay.
So
Well-
therefore, we do put people out when it's necessary.
But what? I guess can I understand your point though?
yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
to
Separate
help
that.
me be able to comment against it. I mean,
Wow. Okay.
Off rip, I already know.
Tell me how you really feel.
I already know I don't agree, but let me hear
Yeah,
let me hear
exactly.
your whole point before I tell you why I don't agree.
Yeah. Based on the black race, we are very forgiving.
I
Right?
will agree.
So with that being said, I don't believe black people aren't like, you're not welcome here. This is the mean girls table type of thing. Like, you can't sit with us. It's more so like, okay, you're welcome. Everybody's welcome into our culture, if you will. where that's where you the same way you have Eminem is a very white man. However, he is also very entrenched in the black culture.
But he's also never done anything to make the black community turn against him either.
Which makes it more acceptable to accept.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like the black
Like, no, I
black
get
race
it,
we're so
yeah.
inviting and welcoming.
Sometimes too inviting.
Exactly. So that's why I was saying like I don't think black people like shoo people
Shun
away.
people away enough.
Yeah.
All right, so let me say
where
this
it's like you're not welcome here.
Let me put a
type of
small
thing.
disclaimer before we continue to comment, right? Because I want to go in a certain direction,
Okay.
selfishly, right? I think that's a great point that we kind of like welcome all. Like, hey, if you don't do certain things, and if you do certain things, like,
Yep.
then you at the table.
Over here, you can.
I want to keep this topic strictly black on black.
Okay.
I think there's a word you use. There's a nuance to it. I'm not nuance. You said what you say?
Yeah, I said nuance to
Yeah.
black. Yeah.
The culture versus race.
Yeah, like there's like within the black race and the black culture, there are some very visible differences.
So that's
There
what
are
I'm
some-
saying. Like it's not frowned upon, like anime.
You say nostalgia. That's what you said.
No, I said nuance though.
Nostalgic.
No,
It's
but-
something
That's what I
different,
meant.
but-
I forgot.
Like anime.
Mm-hmm.
That's not like a typical black thing. However,
it's very
black
dominant.
people has embraced anime,
Yeah.
where like you know what I mean. It's not part of the quote unquote black culture.
I got you.
However, we've adopted it into the family.
I would say it's like a part. It's that special part of black culture. Because when you hear other black people that like anime, they're usually of a certain
Blackness or lack thereof.
yeah. So it's like they either like grew
So that's
up.
what I'm saying.
They
They're
either
still black,
grew
it's
up
just-
like very suburbanish, or they grew up.
Anime is
so let me give-
essentially more like Japanese, Chinese,
Right.
more
So
of
it's
that
like when
nature,
you do hear people
and that's
that
not
say
black
that,
at
it's
all.
like, no, not at all. But when you do see the black people that they're either like
You just accept it. And that's what I'm saying. Black
they either
people are
dress and
accepted.
stuff like that.
Hope
or
you
they
know how to
just
fight a
want
roast,
you to-
nigga. Because they finna
Yeah.
try to fight you a roast you, nigga. Here, so
Can
I
I make a comment
Yeah.
before you go? I think so. When I think race, right? When I think race, I think of something that you can't change,
Okay.
right? So we have multiple races, right? Black, white, Asian, Hispanic, Mexican, Chaldean, etc. Right? You have that's your race. It's something you can't change.
maybe I should
Right.
make gay a race.
I'm about to say,
you
niggas
just-
be changing their race.
No, they
I'm
don't
teasing.
change their race because
Because-
just
because
you
when you-
change on
because-
your DNA is still gonna be
Because when you
what it
die,
is.
There's a whole community of
when
people.
you
They're
die,
not changing their race. They're
and we
playing
find
dress
your
up.
bones, they're
Your
gonna look at
bones are
those.
gonna go
they're
back
gonna look
to-
at. They're gonna look at those bones. An anthropologist is gonna look at those bones and
Okay.
say, "This was a middle-aged black
Black
male
man. I got you.
based on."
It could be a
literally
skirt.
the
It could be a
structure
skirt.
Okay.
It could
of
be a
the- of
skirt
the
right there on the
skeleton.
ground, but it's still gonna be a male
So I think so. When you say
I'm just-
race,
hey.
and black.
when you
Keep
say
the
race,
camera
I guess
on
that's
them.
what I think of when you say the word race.
Got you.
Culture, I think, culture is within race. There's culture.
Yeah.
And so I think there is a distinct difference, but they kind of go hand in hand.
So-
Just to answer the initial question.
No, I agree 100% with that, which validates your point in the sense of I think culture allows for adaptation and adoption.
Okay.
Because there's a culture that's we essentially create, it's, we have the ability to adapt to certain things and to adopt certain things and people in, right?
For people.
So that's why I disagree. Is what I'm saying. Like, from my understanding, culture is usually tied into tradition, correct?
In a sense,
And
yeah.
tradition is
anybody
usually
can pick
something
up those
that-
traditions just because you're not a part of the
Right,
culture.
but also we have other cultures and other races that they don't add on or
Yeah,
bring.
you can't be a part. You can't see
like this is our culture.
But that's still a culture though. That they just we're to your
So that's
point,
what-
we're
They're just not
more,
as open.
We're more flexible. The black that is of saying, hey, we'll move the goalpost, so to speak.
Right, so that's what I'm saying. Like the more and more you move the goalpost, the more and more the culture changes now.
Very much so.
So now, like it's so
It ain't a culture no more. It's so open.
yeah, it's
got
just
you.
like a
I got you. I don't think we're
Anybody's
that bad.
welcome.
I don't think we're that bad.
you definitely are.
We are bad. I don't think we're that bad to where we just accept as much as we accept.
You see it in
anything.
hip hop. which hip hop is black culture.
It is.
And you see what hip hop is today. It's so many different versions or variants or ways of hip hop where it's like, okay, you have other cultures that, hey, this is country music. Anything outside of this, you are no longer country music.
I understand what you're saying.
That's a part of the black culture too. That's where it started.
But I think culture.
Country,
I'm
rock,
not
all of that.
disagreeing, but I think
I can agree
kind of like what somebody said, tradition. I think those things, so race, traditions, those things is what kind of pour into or cultivate the culture.
Yeah.
So that's where it starts.
Because the culture,
but I think it can grow and move from there.
Yeah.
But I think that's where it starts. I don't think it's solely just a race thing. So black culture, Hispanic culture, like, because again, things evolve over time.
But if you think about it, the culture here with us, it's like we take everything serious, but nothing serious at the same time.
All. Yeah. And so
that's just the way, that's how we
that's
operate
what we
here. So
operate.
that would be considered like the culture of our opinion.
True. However,
when a person
there's
comes
So
in,
we don't have.
there are things. Nigga, I ain't going for that.
Yeah, I mean there are, but we've
So-
never
so
had.
it's
We've
just like-
never
to her
had
point,
a moment.
we
to
have-
where
But we
it was
also
like,
know
we have
what we ain't
roots
going
though.
for.
But to her
Yeah.
point, to
Where
Rachel's
hey,
point, to Ray's point,
also our culture
we
is
have we have roots. We have a foundation.
true.
So here's where it stems from. I think I did not confirm this with you, but I think I'm in a decent space.
You need to text it first.
Because we had a conversation about it. I just didn't say, hey, I'm gonna go here. This is where I'm going with this, right?
But it was off the record. So I just,
Ray, I'm not calling you Ray.
You can
bro.
call me Rachel, but don't call me Rage.
Okay,
And
I know that.
I know, so that's why I said Ray. I gave you an alternative.
she
Rachel,
said-
tell nobody what they want to call you. Like, if you want to call you Rachel, you just answer to it.
Yeah, Rachel or Ray,
Or
not
Rach.
Rage.
So
Rage
Rachel,
is not of
Rach,
the culture.
Wow.
so
Hey, what
It's
did you
forever
just say?
evolving.
But what you just say?
It's forever
But we also-
revolving.
No, but what
Like,
you just said,
I
but we
thought
also know
we're
what
evolving.
we're not going to accept. And
Nah,
she's
we
not going
evolving.
to accept race.
It's forever revolving.
Period.
So no, Rach, the man is talking to you.
so you just see me in public, I'll be like, hey, Ray, chill.
Cho-
Call a nigga that for 20 years, literally. So Rachel grew up in I don't necessarily say. I can say where exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, is it East Holly?
Holly.
It's Holly, Michigan. Suburban area, predominantly.
I think that is beyond. No,
predominantly
that's the
white.
country.
That's damn near.
You in a whole nother.
So we have these conversations all the time where naturally, right? Because she grew up out
going
there,
out of
like
town,
she
boy.
kind of her exposure is a little different than mine.
True.
Whether the lack of or the better.
Lack of.
And so we kind of see
Hey,
not
Pete,
in
can I borrow the
a
mute button real quick.
not in a combative way, right? But there are sometimes and some things where we kind of just see different viewpoints. So I thought it sparked the idea to have the conversation of like there are some things and I'll hear her say or do or respond to, and I'll be like, nigga, this black nigga ain't doing that. What you on? And vice versa. Like, yeah, we don't. Why do it's almost like I be hearing when she talk like, why do black people act like that? Well, nigga, aren't you black? But I understand we're all not the same though. Right? So, do you guys think how heavy or how important or how different or whatever growing up on the opposite side of the track? Like how big is that in comparison to? Because what ends up happening is you grow up in Holly, and then you come to we'll call it the real world for lack of better words.
Canada.
Then you come over here to the east side or to the west side, and you have to adapt to. Like, is it a big difference, a big jump? Like
Absolutely.
I don't adapt. I never have.
Mm-hmm.
I never felt that I needed to. It was more so blacks, so my people who
You say blacks?
black people.
Jesus
Yeah,
Christ.
black people.
She can say that. It ain't gonna.
Sounded so-
It
Now it sounds so
okay.
racist.
the blacks was like
Say niggas.
It was
Holly
more
is
so-
coming out.
So just for context, I was in Holly from 8th grade, high school.
That's growing up, nigga.
You're right. No, I'm just sharing it. Before that, I was
Pivotal
in Southfield.
years.
Yeah.
So Southfield was at that point in time was majority black, probably about 65-70% black, but you still had a good percentage of other.
Yeah.
And so then going out there, but it was
You're white people. You are other today. Other.
Yeah, it was really like, my people, black people, who more so wanted or thought I needed to adopt or adapt or whatever the word is you want to use. And I'm like, well, why? I used to get, you talk white.
I don't get that all the time.
And it's like, is it because I talk proper? And to me, it's like, it's a slap in the face to say, and then like, what are we saying about ourselves? Because that I talk proper is so associated with white. Not, so are there not black intelligent people? You know what I'm saying?
I think,
that's how I used to feel from growing up.
Intelligent, yeah, I feel you.
I think there is it depends on what side of the tracks you grow up on, right?
As far as what?
In the sense of, I cuss like a sailor. I've already made up in my mind that I'm not going to stop cursing. Okay. However,
there's deliverance in the room.
No. So, however, with growth, maturity, and then being in certain rooms, I've adapted the idea and, hey, I could turn it off here. I can turn it on here. I can do it in moderation here. I cannot. Point of what I'm saying is, I think that where you grow up at kind of dictates what you're exposed to. Kind of in a sense, your vocabulary may be limited based off. So in the neighborhoods, it does sound white because where we from, white people talk. They articulate their words. They talk in a certain manner. But because I've worked in a corporate place and I've traveled certain places, it's like, oh no, that's not white. That's corporate and adults and grown and mature nigga.
Well,
saying I'll be right back.
I'm
finna leave. I'm just joking, but I'm saying something. But I'm
saying I wouldn't even say it's
something
corporate
small,
though, because like I said, I grew up in Canada until I went to high school.
It was a big difference when you came over here, though, right?
It was it was a major difference as far as like schooling and stuff like that. But because we were already over here, we kind of I'm already familiar, but I didn't live over here until I went to high school. So going to school, like literally, your junior kindergarten and 8th grade is all one school. So I did go to only 3 schools my entire life. And that's only because when I went to...
They went to like a K through 8 school.
Well, in Canada, they have junior. So it's like preschool, but it's not called preschool.
Oh, okay.
So they're all...
Like GSRP program type of thing.
Yeah, but you start early. So they're all one and the same. The majority of the schools are strictly junior K through 8th. And then you have high school. It's completely separate.
Okay.
So...
People, junior K is preschool, if you will.
Yeah. So, like I said, over here it's preschool. Over there, they don't call it preschool.
Yeah, no, that was just for the niggas on the east side.
But
go ahead.
That, like, starting high school and coming here was totally different. And it wasn't the education. It was just the environments, like, just the culture of, there's black people in Canada. But there's not black people like there are in Detroit.
Oh, you saying there's niggas in Detroit?
There's
niggas over
now there are niggas, and not all of them are African American in Canada.
I got you.
Okay.
But just having to walk hand in hand and stuff like that, education wise, I was a little more advanced because of where I grew up at. So high school was like. Not a breeze, but it was a breeze almost.
I do still kind of feel like I felt like I think I still kind of feel the same way. If I actually sit back and think about it again, I don't know, maybe a different answer, but I do think that the culture of blackness and being black does have a lingo in a language. It doesn't have to be ignorant. It doesn't have to be sound uneducated or not.
Absolutely.
Like you can't articulate your words and your sentences. However, I do. I do think, like, sometimes I do feel like, all right, brother, your name not Tom, man. Relax, nah. Come on.
But I do
think we have
the whole.
But I've never got
white or you talk.
And
white.
knowing her, though, I've never gotten. When I met her, I felt like, okay, she grew up around people who just kind of white people. She don't talk white, but she grew up in an area where they kind of had to promote the the language a little different, the conversation a little different. They had to teach you how to talk
Or just
different.
naturally,
In the
that's how
neighborhood, we
environment
learn
is.
words. I can't. I don't know how to describe it. Man. We learn how to talk, but because the culture of the neighborhood is
Ebonics
different,
is what we're.
Yeah,
that's what we
talk
lean
more
to.
of
The
I think you
neighborhood is
definitely
different.
learn from your environment, like your friend group and stuff like that. So I don't know her parents or anything like that. I'm not sure if they even talk the same way as you or proper as you say. However, but I'm pretty sure in your friend groups and in school and things of that nature where it was like, okay, for the most part, you mimic your surroundings as a child.
Absolutely.
And not necessarily like at home, where it's like I see my son talking
natural.
a lot like some of his kids, and I'm like some of his friends, and I'm like, what, nigga? Like, what do you, nigga? Use your words, bro. Like, talk. And he like, okay, and then he switch and start, and it's like, yeah, like I don't talk like your friends, bro. So you gotta, like you saying,
I
where it's
agree
like
with that.
it's slurring all the words. Was like,
Yeah.
what you talking about?
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
It's the
Yeah.
so
It's like,
but go ahead.
I agree that so being a teenager, that absolutely, like, I was a product of my environment. And even sometimes being at home, I'm like, oh my gosh, like just out of
Naturally.
not even,
Dork.
and like my dad would be, my dad, he'd be like, okay, Holly, because that's
That was
the
it.
we grew up in. So I, to a certain, but I mean, get home was a safe space.
True.
To make those jokes. But I'm talking about being
Agreed.
high school. I mean, not high school. I'm sorry, past high school, being in college, young adult, which I transitioned. I mean, my first manager position or assistant manager or shift manager, whatever it was, position was at like 18. So there's a different hat talking about that kind of corporate side or certain lingos and certain ways you like address things and present yourself. So it was during that phase of like that college and young adult 20s and 21 where I got the most backlash from folks that look just like me. You know what I'm saying? Like high school is one thing. Like we gonna joke, we kids
Everybody
and stuff
is
like that. But it was once I was in adulthood. Like I remember being in a production and the like there was this one role I really wanted to do. And like pretty much like the director I couldn't even like audition for it or anything because I had a role, but that other role was essentially being recasted. And so I was like, I've been filling in this whole time at rehearsal, might as well do it. And she was like, no, she was like, cause it gotta have a certain, and I was like, a certain what? She was like, I mean, just like, you I think that's just you too white for the role. And then she ended up coming out and saying it, like,
We need a nigga for this
and
role.
I'm just like, first of all, it's
You ain't got no
acting. So
struggle
no
in
matter
your
what,
voice.
no matter what I am individually, like if I got to put a hat on,
I'm playing
you know,
I agree though. I don't see the struggle in your voice. Like
So
you don't sound like you've ever had a bill not paid. Like it's never been oh baby, the lights ain't off. We just gonna light candles tonight. Like that voice was coming out.
What is that? I don't get
like you don't have the voice of we had to warm up the house with the oven.
But
like that don't come
so
off the tongue.
So I've been on here before, and I've shared about my family and our growing up. There's 8 of us. My dad only worked for so long. My mom, we had one income in the household.
Okay.
And we got different types of assistance and things of that nature. So, but again, and this is just for the sake of.
I stand corrected.
No, but for the sake of the
stereotype.
setting, that
true.
is exactly what happens is because, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, you don't sound like that.
You ain't
You gotta tap into
But
that.
I firmly believe that though.
But even when times I could look back now and say, oh, dang, food was a little low. But I didn't know it then because my parents set the expectation to make sure.
That's why I said if we ever struggled in the house, I never knew. I've never gone without lights. I've never gone without water. I've never gone
WIC food stamp, not food stamps, but WIC.
I just
I can't think of the other program that we had.
It just looks different. It looks different. I am also a firm believer of that. I'm not. You and I, we've had conversations before off the record, right? Of just about like how I feel like, not you, but like you being anybody, you really can't comment on things that you ain't never been through.
True, very true.
If you don't know what it's like to have been through that or go through that, nigga, your comment isn't relevant here. So I am a firm believer of that. Like, bro, you don't, cause I got a cousin, right? His broke and my broke is 2 different things. His broke is, all right, I got a certain amount of my account that I don't like to get to.
True.
But I make this amount of money too. So I'm used to this kind of money. My broke is, nigga, I ain't got nothing. I'm broke. And so our conversation is different. He be like, man, I'm broke. But I be like, nigga, I don't want to hear your problems. Because they're not the same.
Well,
I'm using that.
I'm about to say, now, they could still be the same. It's just they affect you guys differently.
Which
because
is my
to
point.
him, but to him, it could be.
It is.
I'm broke. I don't got nothing.
And I understand that. But that's,
No,
but that's,
it ain't the same
even
for sure.
though
No.
I know what he means.
But
Well, no, I'm saying,
my
but you
point
can
is, it's not the
still
same
feel
for
like
me.
it.
It's not the
Because
same
just
for
because
me.
it's there don't mean that you can actually touch it.
No,
so
no.
if you don't have the tangible money that you're used to,
It's a
but
difference.
you got that,
No, I get that.
it
But
can still affect you.
I
No,
get
it's
that.
a difference to seeing it where it's like, hey, I don't want to see it under this number to where it's like when you actually see it at zero.
Right, I got
That-
that, but that could still be
that
just
margin
that much
is
to
like,
him.
yeah.
No,
Seeing
no,
it hit
I'm not-
that number
that's
could
not
be
my
just
argument,
as
though.
well enough to hit zero.
I agree. That's not my position though. The point I'm making with that is I agree that it could be zero to him. What I'm saying is though, I feel that way about people across the tracks too though. Like nigga, your issues, nigga, that's light work. It ain't the same.
Yeah, but I think the part that I disagree, why I struggle with that a lot and why I disagree with it is because, you know, you didn't sit in the classroom where you were the only black student. You didn't sit in the classroom where you getting hate from the teacher because you're the only black student, and then they call your parent, but then your parent is trying to understand why are you misbehaving.
That's a great point too though.
So
Or
you know what
being
I'm
the
saying?
one
Or
that-
you're not the one that where everyone's like, hey, can you teach me how to do the crip walk? Hey, do you know how to, do
Ruby
do-
Ridge is
No,
in
no,
the
I'm
book.
serious. Like these
No,
are
that's-
real.
that's
these
a
are
great
real
point, though.
questions.
No,
That's a
it
great
is.
point though.
You know, you're not in the
Or
in the
the
school.
ones-
You're
Trying
not
to
in
touch
the
your hair
school
straight,
where
yeah.
you're black, and then there's two black guys, but then they only want to date white girls. And then where does that leave you? So,
Alone.
which goes into a whole nother conversation.
or
Me and-
dating outside your race.
me and you had be about like the way I view interracial relationships. I respect them. I don't hate on them. But the way I view them is from a point of view of real life scenarios that I lived.
Experience. Or being
I've
the only black
seen.
kid, and because you have morals or you understand and you are not a rowdy kid, you always called on or always asked to do stuff or always like, no, that's gonna be tiring sometimes.
So
or
I've
everybody
never-
come to you because they're like, oh, I know you got the right answers. I know you. It's like, bro.
Well, I cheated my whole way through high school, so I came to any race for that part.
I guess just to the point of the other side of the
No,
tracks.
and
is
I like that though, because I
it's
never
a-
thought
it's a
about
different point
that.
of view.
And I can respect that.
Yeah.
I think personally that
also
black.
goes to your point too, though. Like, you can't speak on her like the same.
I agree, absolutely.
Yeah.
So and we've kind of had like we've seen stuff different. Like, well, you'll never understand me. Well, nigga, you never understand me. It's just now at this moment that I kind of was humbled enough to be like, well, damn, I've never actually even thought about your side. I was just more so bitching about you ain't never been on this side.
And that conversation, I remember one of the first conversations we had. We was over on Beaconsfield, and I don't know what.
Say my name, homie.
What?
It was
all I
Wayburn.
said was
Wayburn. We was on Wayburn.
I just.
It's a long stretch.
I'm teasing, man.
Right. But and I think I don't know what we was doing. I think everybody was at the house or whatnot, and we like walked to the store, something. And I was like, and I said something about a guy walking down the street. He was like, nigga, that's a crackhead. I was like, he was like, no, it really is. And I was like,
we speak to them over here.
oh,
Yeah,
like, cause I was like, we were walking, I think, and then he was like, kind of like coming. I'm like, oh, I was like, well, I was like, hey, my man's right there. Like, I'm just, want to be careful because
Situational
me
awareness.
being right, we call it situational awareness now.
Yeah.
But a decade ago or however long ago, it was like, and then I think that's what sparked one of those first conversations that you and I had. But I was in an environment, I didn't per se feel unsafe, but I was in
It
an
was something
unknown
different,
environment,
yeah.
unknown territory. And I know that some guy who talking to himself and doing all these things is walking
Is
my way. You know what I'm
might
saying?
Well, I
try to-
in his blind spot. So I'm like, yeah, and you're like, oh no, he around the neighborhood.
It's
Like,
normal.
Like, am
you
I
know,
about to swing on this man when
but-
he get close?
but
Or
then
run.
I think,
Or
but you
run.
had made a comment, and I was like, I don't remember. I just remember the situation, but you had made a comment. That's what sparked that conversation and going because I didn't understand that, but I don't pretend like I do it either.
And so here's what I remember that vaguely. Here's what I understand about that kind of thing now, though. like obviously you respond to certain things based off your experience with those things, right?
Mm-hmm. Or lack thereof.
Here's where I'm not, or lack thereof. Here's where I still kind of struggle with though. I have an expectation of, and I'll say you, because I'm talking to you in particular, right? Sometimes I have an expectation of, yeah, nigga, but you've been around this for so long. You know how this goes. Yeah. But that situation are different. So it's not an expose your best friend kind of. We having a good conversation.
I got you.
So I have an expectation.
More disclaimers.
I got you. You know me though. That nigga, he'd be like, this nigga, just say it, bro. I'd be like, what I'm saying is I'm not dictating here.
Yeah.
But I have an expectation where it's like, well, Rachel, whoever, I don't know who you are today. What's for? But I be like, But I be like V4. I be like, hey, Rachel.
Yeah.
How long have you seen this though? Yeah. Like, it's experience based now, and it's something you just disagree with.
Yeah, sometimes it's not no matter how often you see it, it's still gonna be like it's not a cultural shock, but it's still gonna be like.
But why does it, to me, it's like, why does that still bother you?
You definitely gotta get used to crackheads though. Certain crackheads, I don't care how long they been in the neighborhood. They always pull a new one out. It's always something new.
I had a crackhead.
Yeah. Listen, and it's usually new when you got somebody new around. Like, hey, that nigga don't usually do it.
Like, no,
I told you it's safe.
Okay.
Yesterday,
I
was doing that shit.
You gotta hold some new.
I was doing that shit yesterday, bro. And the crackhead, his math wasn't mathing. The nigga started off by saying, it was a lady actually, but she's still a nigga. The nigga started off by saying, hey, sir, do you have some change? I said, I don't. She said, I just need a dime. Unfortunately, sweetie, I just use Apple Pay. I don't have no money. Well, do you got 50 cents?
Wait.
I don't, man. You got $2? God damn it. You gotta start high and go low, man. Not start from zero. Yeah, she went from 0 to 100 real quick. I said, I ain't got no money, man. So, but go ahead, man.
No, I was just gonna say, I think sometimes too, it depends on the relationship, right? Because sometimes if I'm in a space, you as my best friend, I'll be like, now why are they doing it? Why is it? Because that's just me kicking it with you. But am I going to vocalize that like on the mic in front of everybody? No. So some of that is just me kicking it with you. The other side of that, though, is just because I was about to, let me stay on. Just because something is, I'm used to something, that does not mean I like it, and it does not mean that I agree with it. So, right? So I'm going to go out on a limb, okay?
I think that's fair too, though.
Culture, part of our culture walks out of the house with bonnets and pajamas.
No, that's the West Side,
baby. Pants on.
That's the West Side, baby.
A part of our culture, though, and I'm
that's
talking
the part
about
that's been accepted. That I'm saying, y'all are saying, it's just
Detroit.
whatever
You see
evolving.
that in like all of the major cities, Dallas, Atlanta, Houston. You know, you see that in all of Chicago.
Well, it did evolve from scarves to bonnets.
So I'm trying to figure out, just because it's accepted in some way, shape, or form, just because I see it, that does not mean I like it, and I still think that that's something wrong with my culture, the culture that I'm a part of. Just like there's a certain level of rowdiness that I feel that at that point you're not conducting yourself like as an adult. It's not about like black. It's not about. But then some people look at that like, oh, you know, that's just that's how the niggas do. Like,
keeping it
we
real.
having fun, we doing this, and it's like, no, you like out of like. Too much. And here's and I'm gonna put myself out there because we in a conversation. Like, to me, if I'm in Kroger getting groceries, why do you smell like a dispensary? Like, do what you do, but why? But now it's accepted that, like, I'm out shopping, I'm out at the movies, I'm everywhere I go, and everybody smells like a dispensary.
So watch this though. Watch this though.
Why? Like, you can't go anywhere.
To that,
I'm talking about us.
No, to that point
though. You can't go anywhere without like blowing it up before you walk in the building, without like, you know what I'm saying?
So to that point though, right? I don't want to cut you off.
Some people cannot.
I just want to stop you at that point because I think it's a great point, right?
So just throwing some examples out there.
No, I
Pick
get
any
you.
of them.
I got you. But to that point though, right? I think that's like what you said. I think you said it's beyond black or culture. I agree. I think some things, right? Here's the thin line that maturity, however you want to say it, nigga. That's growing up. But maturity, experience, and exposure taints how you think and view certain things anyways. True. Right? So I feel that way, culture or not, but especially for my people. Yeah. Bro, blow the L, nigga, smell clean when you come in here, bro, because, nigga, come on, bro, it's just tacky. However, I treat black, right, the idea, the brand of being black, to me, it's like a brand. I'm proud to represent. I treat it also like a disagreement with family. What I mean, right? I get into it with my mama. I'm never gonna walk into another room with other women and my mom feel less than my mother though. I'm gonna always make sure that you still feel like my mama. So unfortunately, that's how I treat black. I'm gonna always be black in the room, and I'm never gonna be just standing to the side and be like, "Hey, go again."
Myself
However,
down,
I still may be in the room and be like, "Well, this not y'all niggas. What y'all on, bro?"
I don't think I'm black
But I'm not.
enough,
I'm not finna disown.
I don't think I'm black enough.
I'm not gonna. Does that make sense though? I'm not gonna disown.
There's
blackness.
definitely some things I'm not black enough for.
Yeah.
And it's just,
personally, for me, there are some things that I take offense to based off my culture, based off what I was brought up around, and it's like.
Can you provide an example?
Kind of like I remember. Damn, what's a good example, man? Like a person on the opposite side of the tracks, right? They can be from anywhere. Holly,
No disclaimer.
Nigga, they can be anywhere, but they not from the neighborhood.
Okay.
And they come over here and they want to know why. What's it? Something small. I take offense, nigga. Like if you don't ask instead of like criticizing or judging. Everybody got their music up. That's what we do, nigga. The music up, that's just we ride down on grass shit at 2 PM, all the windows down, Blade Icewood gonna be everybody and their mama gonna hear. That's what we do. Oh gosh, turn that down. You talking about the nigga that's in the car that he paid for? Listen to this song, nigga. Like, what's the problem?
That's a good example.
You know what I'm saying? Like it is a cultural thing. That's what we do. It's a sunny day outside. We're gonna wash our car.
But I don't say, but I don't think. But just for the sake of the example, though, I don't think that is just a black thing because I see a lot of races that do it.
I ain't never been in a race though. But that's our thing, though.
I think it depends.
There is a lot. No, I'm just saying there is a lot of white people. There's a lot of colors of other colors.
I agree, but I'm just talking about for us though. Like,
but I'm just saying, just for the sake of that, it's like I see it, and I don't think it's necessarily that they're trying to imitate our culture.
They definitely
but I think it's just with music.
I don't
but I don't think so. I don't think loud music is subjective.
It depends on what they playing while they're
because it can be some hardcore.
I take offense to that too, though.
But I'm just saying some hardcore metal, and it be loud, blaring.
Yeah. I believe there's a ghetto in every culture.
Yes,
it is.
And that's just what it is. Like you have the ghetto side of every culture.
Because if you're a hillbilly,
but when you running down Mile Road at about 13 Mile and you blasting Jeezy. And you ain't black.
It's offensive
it's loud.
So that's what I was saying.
I'm curious offended.
That's where I was saying. Where
that's what I want to ask.
There are certain people.
Excuse me, Sam. Did you go to the concert?
A part of the black culture that are not black.
Yeah.
So they've been adopted again, as y'all so freely. It's ever evolving. That's how your hands was. Your hands is like it's ever evolving.
Can we have a playback?
So
we always do playback.
Yeah, so it's as you said, it's just evolving. So now, like I said before, black people are so accepting and forgiving. Oh yeah, you can come to the cookout, and it's like.
But that's what I said.
Because I'll be honest though,
some people go too far, and it's just like we are sometimes too open with accepting outside.
Yeah, but then now you have people come in and now they're switching the culture.
I think you jump to a generational gap as well when you start to look at culture because this generation they accept everything. Yeah. Does that sound good? Everything.
That sounds racist.
So listen to
that. Sounds racist. So listen to that. That sounds like an ER behind that nigga.
So listen. So to that.
Exactly.
When they say that, you got the hard R.
Everything. Hey, she's wearing a wire.
He said basically, essentially, you just called us all niggers.
No, so to that point though, which I think is a very a good comedic point.
Okay.
There are times where I'll call Rachel, she'll call me, and she'll answer the phone and be like, "What up, though? What's the deal?" And I'll be like, "It's her." She's joking, but to me, it's like, nigga, that's not where you from.
It's cringy.
Yeah. So, but my point is saying that though, it's like those
I give a solid what up, B.
No, but you joked like
Was
you
that
like
the
But I
best?
hope that B stand for Brandon.
Was
Why you throwing shade?
No. But what I'm saying, it's just a great point to navigate to the next point, right? There are times where stuff like that, where people from across the other tracks, they try to do those kind of things to fit in or sound like. So here's what I learned though, and I had to mature to this level. I don't have to compromise who I am or where I'm from. However, I can dumb those things down and also be it in moderation.
Oh, you definitely put on a white boy voice. You definitely put on a white boy voice.
No.
You definitely put on a white boy voice.
Like when? How? When?
You know how to
At a
code
job, at work,
He does not- it's not-
definitely
So
It is not
put on a white boy
It's-
voice.
No, but it's not a white boy because it's
not.
still like
You talking code switching?
no.
Yes.
No, I definitely don't do that. However,
You
that's
put
the
on
moderation.
a white
doing
boy
is not a
voice.
That's the
male.
moderation. That's the moderation part.
Yeah,
Though,
I got
I
your
know.
back, best
it's the-
friend.
I know.
I got
my
your
dog.
back.
I know.
You put on a white
No,
boy voice.
he know when to use his
That's
list
like-
and when not
Says
to.
the nigga. I
Yeah.
called this nigga on his personal phone. The nigga answered the phone. Mr. Gregory's office. Liar.
Okay.
I
You sit in the car.
I said forget cap. I said
Gregory's
bullshit. Office. Your cellular device, nigga.
And you're sitting in the car.
You're in the car, bro.
Nigga, not even
I
that.
hear the radio.
Not even at work. No, I don't coach it. However, that's the moderation part, though.
Okay.
There's a part of me at the job, right, that they've never seen.
Okay.
No need.
No need.
I had to go to that point, though. But
Now,
I do understand now, though. I don't have to, because Rachel and I have had these conversations where it's like, I come around her people who are obviously not. I'm proud of where I'm from, bro. I'm gonna talk how I talk, nigga. I'm not finna compromise who I am, bro.
So I'm gonna ask you this:
like move around, nigga. However,
when talking to a white woman, do you lighten your voice and?
To be honest, and anytime I talk to white women, petrify me.
Okay.
because they can put your ass in jail for the rest of your life
They
off
petrify
of
me.
a
So
simple
I
conversation that
I keep
might
conversation.
or might not have ever
I
happened.
treat conversation with white. This is the honest answer. My conversation with white women is like a sparring session. I am not aggressively trying to punch you. I'm going to counter.
Okay.
When you hit me, I hit you back. When you talk to me, I talk back.
Okay. Yeah.
It's always how you
Spoken
doing.
with spoken.
You know what I'm saying? I
But I
don't.
don't think he lightens his voice. I mean, I just like he'll say because I've literally been on.
You
the phone
understand
with,
what I'm saying, though?
I've been on the phone
Yes.
with him while
Okay.
he's
My
at
lingo
work, though.
changes.
But he'll be like, "Sir, ma'am, yes, sir, yes, ma'am, no problem. You all right, Mister
Right,
such
so-
and such, Miss such and such."
But
that's not white though.
no. That's being raised right. What I'm saying
he
is
get morals when you're around.
Yeah,
certain
no.
people.
And
Everything
I don't
else just
think
goes
I
out
think
the
that's how he addressed for the most part everybody.
But I also
Whenever
love my
even
culture.
if we
though.
walk in the store, what's going on, my man? Like it's
Because I understand
like,
the
I get
culture.
it.
I can see a black guy, a black older guy, right?
Flag on the play.
And I can say, what's up, what's up, big time, in a respectful manner. I understand my culture. However, I can see a black guy where I know none of that flies. Yes, sir. How you feel, big time? What's going on, sir? Yes, sir. However, when I see a white person, I literally culture switch all the time. Hey, bud,
So you
what's up,
code
buddy?
switch.
That's what I just
Okay,
said.
yeah, I definitely
You put on the white boy voice.
No, I don't do the voice.
But that's
but
not.
the
but
lingo.
a word.
The
is
lingo
not
changes,
buddy.
The lingo changes for sure. I understand.
No, the verbiage changes.
How you doing there, buddy? All right, yeah, I'll be there soon.
but he
Yes,
don't
yes,
say it
sir.
like
I don't do it that way.
Like
No,
that.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
And this is
So
to that
that
point.
would be
Code
saying
switch.
it. Yes.
But this is where I say
Have
I
you
don't,
ever said okie dokie?
never.
I say okie dokie all the time.
Here's what. But
I
here's,
text that all
but
the
to
time.
my
I don't
point,
care who I'm talking
to my
to.
point where
Literally.
I never compromise who I am and where I'm from. So
Okay,
you want to
yeah,
talk
yeah.
to white people? Hey, what's up, bud? I know they use bud. What's up, bud? Black people, what's up, big time?
Okay.
I understand.
So
it's different.
I find that offensive
What's part?
when white
Why
people
can't
do
you?
that to me.
I
Say
but I
bud
can
to you?
understand
Or
that.
bro.
I can understand
Oh.
that.
Or what's up, my mans? Sir.
I can understand.
I'm not your
Top
man.
of the morning.
I understand that. But I respect that too, though.
Like, what are we doing?
How's it going?
Godspeed? Hey, what? No, we
my
not.
man.
You ain't. No.
But I think that
I
kinda,
understand that though, because
And
I
that's-
felt that
I
way
don't.
too.
And that's what I'm saying,
And
when
I
you're doing,
don't.
like, the bud thing,
I don't
where it's like,
understand that.
Nah,
Like,
how you doing,
I'm
man?
not-
You all right?
Out there was like, what up, my nigga? Like, okay, now that's a clear
Well,
line.
yeah,
in
we
the
say
sand.
that. It's a definite
Clear
problem.
line in
But
the
with
sand.
his-
But to me,
You're not going to say, oh, what's up, my homie? Like,
But see, when
I understand
now,
what he's saying.
I'm gonna say now when I was
you
in high
wanted
school.
to say, what's up, my nigga?
So-
No, now I will say. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. white or other than black?
Sure.
Say homie.
Same thing.
No, it's not.
I understand
Because this is me living around Mexicans. What up, homie? What up, Holmes? What up, bro?
But they say
is
that.
they thing,
They
though.
say
but
that,
I
though.
said, but that's why
What's
I
up,
said,
Holmes,
is
is
it
they
just
thing.
white or is it non-black?
Definitely white, though, because here's what I think when that happens.
That's not their language, though.
Yeah,
Saying
that's what I'm
homes
saying.
and
I
stuff,
think-
that's not their language.
But where did that white person grow up? You have no idea.
No, not even that,
I
though.
don't care.
I don't think that.
If Eminem,
No.
If Eminem said no.
if Eminem walked up to you and said,
You
"What
are
up,
a
my nigga?"
Caucasian
You know
male.
what you would say? What up, M? What up?
I
No,
won't,
no,
bro.
no,
You
Trust
would.
me.
No,
Yes,
no,
you
no.
would.
Oh no, no, I don't play those.
I'm
games.
gonna
I don't
be on
even
wax.
want-
Wait a minute.
I
don't
do
even want
not
women.
hold the same
I don't even know
regard
why
as
Mexicans,
a lot of you
Latino,
niggas hold to
Latinas,
Eminem.
I don't
But
even
what
know why
I'm
they think
just,
that they
what
can
I'm,
say that.
but all
I'ma
I'm
call that
saying
nigga-
is
I get
that
offended.
Marshall
Adopted in the
Mathers,
care.
nigga.
He's
Okay,
adopted
Wait a
in the
minute.
family.
Now, wait a
Mathers.
minute,
And just like
Marshall.
anybody that's adopted,
And you about to
it's
get your-
certain things you can do.
Nah.
You ain't got my
Do
same
know,
blood.
There's so many people who would accept
Nigga, no,
that.
bro. You
There
can't
are,
do
So,
there
that.
no.
are a lot of people that do
100%.
accept it.
So-
However, I don't play those
So
type of
to
games.
his point, I do. So I can when I believe that some white people do that to be funny, kind of. This is what they expect me to say. My response, which is why I do what I do, because nigga, you thought I was gonna say something different. I'm doing it really kind of to scoop to your level.
Now, see, in high school,
What's up, bud? Because you thought I was about to be like, "What up, bro?" Nigga, I'm gonna talk like your people
When I
talk.
was in
Yeah,
high
that's
school,
what
relate
I'm
to you.
saying. That's
So
right.
I
That's
agree.
contradictory, though.
No,
Yeah.
it may be. I understand
Because
it
it's
though.
the same thing on the flip side.
is.
But I'm doing it. I'm culture switching. I'm going to adapt to your culture. But that's why I
maybe
said I
so
understand
what
why
they're
that's
saying
why
is
you
that
feel
the
offensive.
white
That's what they
or
think they
non-black
do.
person
Yeah.
I am
feel
straight.
like
I think because I
I
do
am
get
straight
offended
across the board.
when I see a
How you
white guy.
doing, man?
He
You
be
all
like
right?
he be like, "What's
Have
up,
a
bro?"
good
And I'll
day.
be like,
It is straight across the board.
"Good morning, man."
I
Like I
address-
wasn't going there.
I address every
First of all, if I
male
don't
the
know
way
I'm
you
not even
address
about
the
to
gay
Spend
guy.
all of this time trying to think about what to say to you just to speak.
Hey.
I'm not doing this.
Now I always speak.
I am not.
You know how
doing
you
this.
address a gay dude?
you know.
No. Wait.
that was a cat call.
Wait a minute.
That was a
I didn't
cat
say
call.
holler at.
I'm teasing. No, I understand. Like you get.
You know how
extra,
you? Hey, what's going
up,
on, man?
bro?
You all right?
That's your voice, your extra
It's-
deep.
I'm like that across the board with everybody. Hey, how you doing? You all right? All right, man. You have a good one. Hey, how you doing, man? You
Who are
good?
these?
And
Who are
it's
these people y'all speaking to?
humans.
Who are these people?
All people.
Humans.
Hey, let me,
They saying it's
I mean,
all
but,
people, no matter
but Rachel,
white,
here's my
But
opinion.
who are these? Because if I don't I don't know.
At my
but you
job,
grew up
people at
around
my
that, though.
job, people across the world.
I'm not speaking to all these random people.
I do.
I don't
Wait, you don't speak to
when
random
you-
people?
No.
When you walk, like if
Wow.
somebody walks through a
No.
door, you don't say, "Hey."
No. No, the door that you.
Oh, see, that's the black
that ain't no
culture you
front.
like
See,
to
I'm
pick
gonna
up.
say now
That's
that's
the-
the
that's
difference.
the-
Now I
that ain't the
speak.
good-
You, want
You
me
might
to
as
speak
well
to you
wear
in
a
the door
bonnet.
that you didn't open and
You
the
might
door
as well
that you
wear a
let
bonnet.
Now, if
slide
you
on
did not
behind,
open, no, if you didn't open the door or hold
How
the
far
door
are you
or
away
something
from
like
the door?
If somebody
I got
goes-
stuff to do
So
too.
if
Hey, what's my
somebody
angle?
holds
This
the
angle, this
door,
angle.
I'll say thanks.
What's my angle? This one or this one?
Why you? Well, I guess
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm
that
different
is
because
real-
I
thanks
do
is,
speak.
nice.
I
Hit that
definitely
mute button,
do.
Hey, no. No. Real quick. Speaking of doors and
Thank you.
How far?
Thanks.
Can I
That's
get
it.
can I get the angle?
Thanks.
No, you
You
do
don't
have.
get a thank you. That's two
You
words.
do have
Close
a.
on your
Thanks.
ankle.
Real quick story, right? I want to know. Hey man, you ever walking through a door and there's another door up, kind of abruptly in front of that door, and it's someone behind you. And nigga, I open the first door, nigga. When you walk behind me, hold it open. Bro, keep the distance a nice distance, cause when I get to this door, nigga, I need you to come on, bro, and come through this door, man. I'm not finna be standing here talking about. Like, you know, I went to work today.
Holding this one in.
Yeah, like, come on, nigga, like, come on, keep the pattern, gotta keep the pace, man. Like, it's two more doors, man.
I don't know.
If
I'm
I'm
gonna stop
too
being a
far
gentleman.
away, I'm like, no, you good.
Yeah.
Because I'm not about to speed up walking.
Yeah.
Especially if I got like heels
But I feel
on
like-
or something.
but
If
I'm
you
like,
see my,
I
if you
guess
see me
I'm
up to the door,
different. I guess
put a
I'm
little
different.
I'm gonna keep
put a little pep.
Like,
Yeah,
I'm
alright.
gonna say
Show me that
because-
you
But
want this
I'm
door
saying-
open.
Dog grab the
I'm
first
just
one.
saying,
You
don't
gonna get
worry
the
about
second
it.
one.
Yeah.
Let me
Yeah, no,
let me
it
keep the
depends.
pace.
It does depend on
Keep
the
the
distance.
pace, man.
But if I am, so say for instance, it's like you just made it to the door and I'm coming up on the curb and you look back and see me and you're willing to like
Bring
hold
your
the door.
ass.
No, I will move faster because I'm like, okay, you done held the door now, but I'm in this distance. But if you further back, I'm letting you close the door. I'm not mad at it. Now
Man,
if I'm
it's
standing
another door
right
up there,
behind
man.
you, you open the door and let that boy slam. I'm hoping the next door you open is locked and you pull it back and break a finger.
And Shay, and that person who did that is the person I'm not speaking to.
See,
I'm not saying buddy, homie.
Well, I guess not saying it. Anybody that I walk, but anybody that I come into contact with, whether we're just walking and like passing or anything like that, if we make contact or anything like that, I will speak. I'll say good morning, I'll say good afternoon, I'll say hey or whatever.
That's so kind of you.
So listen,
that's just always.
I'm serious. I speak to everybody, especially if we make eye contact. I think that's just the most respectful.
So right,
but for me,
if we don't make eye contact, I usually don't speak.
It's a cultural thing for me though. In the neighborhood, speaking and making eye contact is saying, "I see you, nigga." So I make eye contact. I'm like, "What up, big dog?"
You setting the tone.
I'm like, "Nigga, I see you."
I see people.
Now I was gonna say depending
if they
with
speak,
the cultural
I will
though,
speak.
I do understand that
but
because
I don't speak first.
Especially in certain areas, it's like, yeah, I'm letting you know that I am watching you. I see you, so if you try something, oh nigga, I got your face.
So let's.
Or I'm up on whatever.
Yeah, like I see you,
on.
see you.
But or you just do one of these.
Nah, nigga, I ain't.
Yeah, that's the Holly
side.
No,
now
that
is
that's the Holly side. That's the Holly side.
Yeah, I see
so
you.
Here's
wait a minute. Why you not gonna speak to somebody, but you gonna pull your glasses down and stare them in the face?
Why am I speaking to random people?
Rachel, and you gonna be that one in the neighborhood. If I want the purse, man, I'm gonna get the purse.
No, so
there's nothing you can do.
If I want the purse,
nothing
man,
you can do.
I'm gonna get the. So here's what I don't like.
That's
right?
just common courtesy.
Just to switch in, but keeping the same. Here's what I don't like when I hear on the other side of the tracks. Right? Ain't nobody going breaking your car out here. I'm locking doors, nigga. I come from a certain area, right? A certain upbringing, a certain environment, which I'm proud of because it has taught me to kind of be on my P's and Q's. So no matter where I go, suburban or indifferent, I always treat it like you'll probably break up my car out here faster because no one expects it to happen. As opposed to in the neighborhoods, we are everybody on our, you know what I'm saying? But
I think it's the other way around.
No,
niggas hold way more to
for the record. I agree with Dennis.
Never mind, I changed my mind.
For the record,
I changed my mind.
Please, for the record.
And this was at.
Mark
changed my mind.
8:46 Tuesday.
Can I recant?
Hey, no. How they do it? Clock it.
I don't know.
I'm
Heterosexual.
Yeah, I like the badge.
But no. For me though, which leads me to the next question. For me, I treat everybody the same. I feel like so I used to boost in high school. A really good thief.
Okay.
Stole from corporations. Never stole from a person. I don't know how hard you work to get what you got, man.
I think that is a person.
I despise thieves.
Somebody owns it.
Yeah, I steal from corporations.
You just didn't rob. You didn't rob the person off their back, but you
it's
robbed.
It's a difference between stealing
and the thief
and the booster.
Yeah.
And the booster.
Yeah. This was the business. Mine was a business move.
You can't be a booster without stealing.
It's a business move. I'm entrepreneur.
Once I steal from you, once I boost from you, I'm not boosting. I'm stealing. But if I steal from the store, I'm boosting.
I'm boosting. Absolutely.
No, y'all. Okay.
No, I don't think they have that tier when you get if you get caught. I don't think they have that tier of he was just boosting. He wasn't really stealing. He was just boosting to resell what we already sell.
I'll Google voice too. So, but here's the point though. So, and at the time, obviously this is years ago, right? And at the time in Somerset, in Eastland or like in the neighborhood mall,
nigga trying to find a mall that's closed down.
Wait a minute. I'm like, you was stealing out of Somerset. You was brave if you was stealing out of Somerset.
And Jeepers.
Major magic.
So here's my point. Here's why I have that mindset though. So in the neighborhoods, man, you had one shoe on the rack. You got to ask for the other shoe. In Somerset, both shoes on the rack.
Okay.
They expect you to grab the shoes, take it up there, ring it up.
The honors.
So I used to go to Somerset to steal because both shoes are right there. They don't expect for you to steal. Hospitals are the unsafest place ever because they don't expect you to walk in
and do nothing
and to kill a person.
Like murder people.
Yeah, because they don't expect. So, in being from the neighborhoods, no matter where I go, I treat every situation, every environment the same as being in the neighborhood, bro.
Yeah.
Nigga, I'm locking my doors. I'm watching my back. Hey, why is dog? He followed me from this hour to this hour. Why? Why is he so far behind me? And those are the things that like. So, to you two, and to you, has there ever been a time where you felt like, I wish I would have experienced that on the other side of the tracks?
Yes.
I wish I would have grew up like that. I wish I understand what that's about.
Well, I did, so no.
Yes. When we just went on vacation for our anniversary, we was at a lake house, and I'm like, this is different type of living.
It's white living.
Oh, well.
No, it's not.
Yes.
No,
Yeah,
it's a lot of black people
I don't
that
even know.
own lake houses.
So, and that's why. Okay, God,
I think it's just the
agreeing with her again.
demographic of
I don't.
where. Like,
I didn't equate that to white living.
So here's what I
Which
think
is the
about
crazy
it though.
thing
Because think
is.
about it. If you go down off of Jefferson,
I equate living in
to
the suburbs
those
white living.
houses that are right off the water, majority of those people are
So
black.
let me. So
majority of them
let me
are
start
black.
here then.
And they're off the water.
Let me
They
give
got
my
boats,
disclaimer. Then I
boat
ask,
houses.
what do you guys when you
You
hear
don't gotta be white to own a boat.
talking white or white living or that's white? What do you? What do you?
Oh, I'm sorry.
I feel like you're telling me that I'm not black enough to be who I am because I've experienced certain things, or I speak a certain way, or I don't speak a certain way, or I have not experienced certain things just because that's not how I grew
So
up.
I think we're looking at it in the confines of Detroit, right?
No, I'm just saying.
And
Period.
I know,
No.
but
Obviously,
I'm the reason I'm saying it based on the responses we've been giving throughout this conversation.
understand exposure.
Because when you look at me living in Holly, where it was like dirt roads, you have people who had farms, ranches, like legit horses,
Right.
and like I pull up in the driveway, deer, like a whole family just chilling, sitting on the grass, you know. Where
Minding
I've seen
their own
bobcats, I've seen spiders the size of my hands, like people.
Oh,
Yes.
Bobcats are real.
So people,
Very much
They usually
so.
come
so
in
people
panties.
will look.
Did you say they usually come in panties?
Carry on.
We're having a conversation
Off
over
the
here.
record.
As someone else is having on record, because we can all hear you.
Like I was saying, so some people would say in the sense of like Detroit, like, oh, that's the country, like, oh, I could never live out there, da da da. But you drive 9 hours down 75 and you hit Tennessee, you hit
Still country.
I don't know why I'm drawing
Just
a
a
blank.
little more exciting.
Georgia,
All of the
you
more
hit those
countryer
and you
sides.
see them same the black people living in those same conditions where it's dirt roads.
And guess what we call them, though?
They're tending to farm.
Guess what we call them, though?
Country
They're
bumpkins.
We call them country bumpkins.
but you don't call them living white.
No.
I
I agree with you.
So that's my answer to
I think
your
it's not until they start talking. It was
Yeah.
like,
So
okay.
I think when you think the southern living, though, I think southern living versus city,
But that's-
kind
but-
of change. Well, no, that changes it because
But that's
down
not
there,
what-
that's what
I
you
don't
expect.
disagree with you, but
You know,
we're
most of
talking
the-
black
Yeah, but I'm
culture.
just
So,
saying, for black people
when I
down
say-
south, you expect them to have the dirt, because down south is a lot. I mean, they have cities, but majority of all of your people came from the countryside of
I
down
understand-
south.
I
Just like
understand.
every state
Yeah.
has both.
Well,
every
no, they
state.
do, but that's what I'm saying. But when you think of it, when you think of anybody down south, you don't think of anyone in a citywide. You think of like the country.
Because you
When
got
you hear-
Memphis. Memphis is down south, but it's very city. You got Atlanta, it's down
I
south, but
lived
it's
there.
very
Atlanta-
city.
I was
Yeah, when I think of
Atlanta-
down south, I do think of country.
yeah,
Yeah, like
open
the
road.
most
Even
of the
Tennessee.
But
people.
the point that I'm making is in the context we can't. Then let's add that layer on there. But when
But
we're
you don't
just,
get- when
but
you
we're
hear
saying
Holly, you don't get
black
country.
culture.
I'm just saying,
right?
when
We
people
don't
hear
think
that.
of the person in Michigan saying like, oh, I raise horses or I live around horses.
Yeah, my
We
granddaddy raised
equate that to
horses, so-
saying, oh, that's white. But then you have they cousin who lives in Augusta who raises horses. It's not considered white. So what I'm saying
I
is
understand
just,
that.
Yeah,
that's
I see
all
what you mean.
I'm saying.
I
is-
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, is that
Yeah.
So to your point,
I understand.
We look at them as country, and we
Yeah,
look at y'all as white.
when it's
and
the same
we're doing
thing.
the same thing.
I
get what
think
you're saying.
I think it's just the
I don't
area.
know why.
That's what
I
switches
think
it.
I think two things can be true at the same
They
time.
do too.
absolutely can.
Y'all
I
are
think-
white country black people.
Yeah.
No? Okay.
I wasn't going there.
talking.
I'm agreeing with you on
all right,
that.
I'll
Whatever you
repeat
say,
and
you're
I'll
talking.
catch y'all next time.
but to that, so I understand that, right? But I think it's situational. Obviously, where we are, because where we are, those things mean something different.
True.
So when I hear Holly, when I think out in our Novi, when I think when we was just in what was that play at?
Brighton.
In Brighton, those things are city country.
So I'll say,
They're cities, but they're country. They're so far from the city that they're so we equate it to white because it's like that's who's doing it. That's where they are. When we say that,
that's the majority of people you see.
But and
so
this
when
isn't
we,
no offense,
so
though.
when
But
we
would
hear
you
it
not
out,
think that that's kind of narrow-minded, though? Just to
it
think
may be
because you've not seen it or you've not experienced, you're putting a stigma on it. As much
So
as
what
we hate for people to put a stigma on black people as a whole, when we know we are very different.
I agree.
Right? So I'm just. I guess
I do understand that, but I've said that in the beginning that it's everything is based off experience and exposure.
If I've
when
only
you-
experienced
when you
these
hear-
type of people in these areas, I'm going to expect these type of people in these areas.
Yeah.
And once I see
Like I said,
somebody
like-
in that area that, hey, usually there are white people in this area, and then you have somebody that's black, and then on top of that, you have somebody that necessarily don't talk city, they talk more proper. Then you look at it like, oh, you've been around the white people. You
But
really. I understand what you're saying, though.
Because whenever people hear that I grew up in Canada or I grew up in Windsor, they automatically be like, first thing they say, it's black people over there. It very much so is.
Yes.
It's very much it's black people that was actually born over there. Not just they just didn't appear. So I get that part. But when they think about it, Windsor is city and country, but you don't equate those two. But when you think of it, you automatically think of white, but it's like it's not automatically white, but because it's a whole nother country, and especially if you've never even been there.
And I guess for me, is that part. To me, like if you tell me you grew up in Canada, my responses are gonna be like that's
some ignorant nigga stuff. That's some nigga
that's
stuff.
Like ignorant to me. And
so that's
I mean no offense.
That's the ghetto side of black culture, right?
Like
where
my
it's
brother,
it's a ghetto in every culture.
My brother lives so far north that he literally can count how many black people live there because he's so far north.
So he's probably like in the area like Holly.
I think he's
where
beyond Holly.
It's
but
certain
he has
people.
Bobcats in his backyard. He has wolves and all types.
So
of
I'll be honest, man. It's so much. It's so much to unpack, right? And I don't know if I've done a great job kind of driving, but it's so much to unpack within the ideal of being black and culture and kind of what it stands for. Let me ask this individually. I'm gonna bounce around a little bit for the sake of time, so I'm gonna stay in the ram, but I'm gonna bounce. If I ask you, everybody, right? If I ask you, what do you represent for the black culture as an individual? How do you represent it? What do you stand for? What does being black mean to you? How do you
Integrity.
What's your
if I
black and
can
I'm proud?
if I can just use one word, integrity. How I move. I move with integrity.
Okay. I'm loyal to culture. There are things about the black culture I cannot stand. But the idea of being black is like going somewhere, nigga, and saying I'm from Detroit. Yeah. They love niggas from the D.
Every time you hear it.
And I'm using a small example, but every time you be like, I'm from the D. What up, though? Stop saying it like that, but we don't say that. That's not how the W is not capitalized. It's cursive, actually.
It's all one word.
Yeah,
It's all run on sentence.
Yeah. It's dough, nigga. It ain't dough. It's dough, nigga. What up, dough? Yeah. And it's like,
it's not
it's
T-A.
added to, like, what up, dough? It ain't like I'm happy to see you, nigga. What up, though? Like, move around, nigga. So for me, it's loyal to culture. What do you represent for blackness?
I'll say integrity.
You can't steal my answer.
Oh, you said that.
Indeed.
But it was already in my mind when you first said it.
That's what you got. Run with it. That's what you got. Run with it.
No,
That's how I do my students.
nope. Dang. All right, go there and then I'll.
Rachel, you.
I guess for me, it's I can't say that I can hold completely true to your stance if I'm gonna represent black culture no matter what. But one of the ways that I do represent, and one of the things that I stand for, is mentorship. So I purposely and intentionally mentor or partner with young black youth to discuss career development or professionalism or things of that nature, that to say that no matter where you are, there's another side of anything you may not have been exposed to.
Yeah.
That's what I was just about to say. I'm like, what is the word I'm looking for?
What have you, and I'll go this way, and it'll be opposite question though. granted, you grew up in Holly, but I know you got family from the east side, from the west side, all of that. But how have you benefited from the neighborhood? Have you, if at all?
So
Silence.
what's 3?
I mean,
silence.
I don't know how to answer that.
I'll answer this way for me.
Because I truly no cap.
No, I respect that.
I truly don't know how to answer
That was ER-ish.
Like
That was ER.
But that's just like asking, like, what did I benefit from? I mean, I was growing up.
So
I guess.
I'll answer and maybe it'll help you. For me,
I'm
like
gonna say now my answer is skillfully.
Skillfully.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
How do you represent?
I can respect that. So for me, like being introduced to the suburbs, to places where blacks, they don't want us here at all. And you ain't got to go far from that. You can just go across 14 Mile and they don't want us there at all. Downtown, like at all. What I've learned is it's kind of how to have tough skin without being belligerent, loud, aggressive, and ignorant.
Your question is, what did you learn?
Though? No, I learned that. No, ours is different. Ours is from.
Well, I
the
would say
no.
I've
learned
that.
I'm glad.
I was going there. No, I said that. I didn't say it now, but I said I'm gonna start here, but it's gonna be different for all of us.
I would say that's what I learned from it, to not be certain. To, like he said, you don't have to be loud. You don't have to be ignorant to get your point
And we
across.
think that
because
doing
I've
that
seen
gets
it
us everything.
so much.
Very true.
It has taught me. I've seen it so much in the hoods where it's like you're never gonna get anywhere doing that.
Yeah. Small story,
So
real quick.
I did learn that from being
went to SVS, the glasses place, right? Years ago.
SVS Vision.
Yes, which I hate.
Oh,
They'll never get. I
Oh
never.
wait, you said that's how we get our sponsorships.
Nah, hell no.
You gotta mention them,
No.
and then you keep mentioning them, and
No.
then eventually though.
No.
I watch enough DIY. Yes,
No.
it does happen. They
I'm talking about
definitely
for this
sponsor
company,
you.
though. No.
No. He don't like the company.
Yeah, no, never.
I was
nigga.
just confirming the company.
I understand.
Got you. Okay.
But I'm no. That's too much
Got
credit.
you.
Went to SVS. Gave me the wrong script for a whole year. I'm having migraines.
That was just the place. I don't.
Listen, I get it. My point.
I hear you. I'm only messing. We're not. Keep continuing.
I'm just the time. I'm just trying to expedite. Right?
Yeah.
I'm getting X-rays. I'm thinking something wrong, bro. I'm taking medicine because my vision is off. My head, it's off.
Yeah.
I went in ignorant. What's fucking who? I need to see it. I walked out with still the wrong script. No apology.
I thought there was a plus side to this.
And getting trespassed.
Yeah.
So it's to my point though of which is why I learned
And
from
your
the other side of
picture
the
is
tracks.
up on the
yeah,
wall.
like you
Don't
can't
let
come
this
back.
thing in.
And it's like
Were we cool then? Because you know you could.
yeah,
You would have walked out with 4 pair of glasses.
I know, and my name would have been on the building.
Or
But
free prescriptions for the rest of
Because I don't play. When it comes to customer service, it's like, and I'm gonna talk to you real calm like this. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say,
I'ma
hey,
give
but that's
my-
my
you
to
have a
my
manager or
to my point though. Like I think
available?
we black people, man, we think
Yeah.
that being loud, being boisterous, cursing a lot gets us what we want, and I got nothing. I walked away with nothing, still the wrong
Still
script,
blind.
and then they refused to help me further because it's like we were willing to kind of help you.
Yep.
And so
Right.
the other
But
side
you
of the
came
track.
in
So
here with
again,
this
I asked the
attitude?
question: what have you learned from the other side of the tracks? In the sense of just like, okay, that kind of humbled my thinking because I learned something today. Like, damn, I didn't think about being the only black person in the classroom. I didn't
During
think
Black
about,
History Month.
What about it?
Or didn't even have Black History
That's what
Month.
I'm
I
saying.
got you. Yeah,
During Black
I
History
didn't have a
Month.
Black History Month.
No, Black History Month was there.
No, I'm saying I didn't have a Black History until I got in high school. So imagine you only learning outside of what you learn at home, like actual learning Black history. What is
I
that?
think I can't fully answer that as far as like per se the hood.
I got you.
However, I can answer
said
to the
neighborhood, 'cause
perspective, but I can answer
not
to the
to say hood.
perspective of the people that I dealt with in those environments, such as yourself.
East
and
side nigga, by the way.
You know, I got another East Side homie though too. You know,
not talk about him.
That's my homie.
Not on this platform. Not on this platform.
So I think for me, it was kind of learning from those who I trusted enough to teach me to understand certain cultural aspects from, as you call it, the other side of the track.
Yeah.
But in addition to, I mean, though I lived in Holly, my family, my church, like there was still parts of me that was involved in Detroit city life, city culture, things of that nature, you know, family, whatnot. So it wasn't like I was completely cut off. You know what I'm
which
saying?
I understand. I know that. Yeah.
You know, but yeah. So I would say I learned more from how to embrace, how to interact, how to move, how to lock my doors, no matter what side of 8 Mile or 14 Mile I'm on. Things like that. That I think those people such as yourself help me see and understand. But I can't per se equate it to being in a place more so than I can to be.
I understand that.
People.
Do you have a hood side of you? Yes or no?
She exists.
Okay.
Her name's Ray Ray.
Look, she's trying to put her back. She like, you almost triggered something there. You
never
better
met that nigga.
Yeah. Oh, trust me. And that's the thing. People think like I'm still like
you said you
I'm
still black.
polished, but baby,
Oh, I get it.
there's a part of me,
Which is why we clicked on because
Everybody has
I don't know why I want
an
to see
ignorant
this in
side.
action
Sort
right
of.
now.
Nah.
Like, let's
because
go
you
somewhere
know, but and you know
and
why
piss her off, and then let's just
Yeah.
roll the cameras.
But you know,
No, she's talking to you.
in real life,
And see. So to see it in
Have you
action.
learned anything from the other side of the tracks, man?
I would say yes, I did.
at the lake house.
Yeah. No, but not only that, also
Look
going.
different with no curtains, huh?
Yeah, no, it's different out there for
No,
sure.
I still-
It's different out there for sure.
That's
But
one I still will never understand.
when I went to Roseville, it was at that time, it was still like a white school, like predominantly white school, and literally just kind of seeing like they live differently, like dissecting frogs in science class. It wasn't like we're just working out of books, like in
Exposure.
science class.
Science.
It's like you're literally doing science.
Yeah.
So it was little stuff like that from like, okay, literally going from Persian to Roseville the next year was like, oh,
Culture shock.
Yeah.
okay. Like
Sure.
it's literally like a movie.
Yeah.
Like you got the jocks, you got the disc group,
Oh,
and it's
yes.
everybody is just like,
Yes.
and you got
The
the black
cheerleaders.
dudes. Yeah, you got the black
The
dudes that hang
goths.
around all the white dudes.
Kimmy,
Like,
I know.
It's
what
like
you're
weird.
saying.
Like
Yep.
this is like nigga.
What's a jock? It's the wide receiver, man, on the football.
Yeah,
athletic.
it's like
It's
nigga.
the point
Any
guard,
minute
nigga.
now, you're gonna see Corbin Blue.
Yeah.
Gonna see Corbin Blue. I'm waiting.
You said High School Musical.
I
Full of
ain't
that.
any minute now.
They gonna break out a song and dance.
I know he's here.
Hey,
Flash
disclaimer.
mob somewhere.
Yeah, I know.
Hey, disclaimer.
Singing,
Dog.
dance, 8 count.
Quick disclaimer.
Where is it?
My
That just
laugh
took
was
me
fake because I
out.
didn't know who that
You don't know
was.
who Corbin? High School Musical. The only
So that's
black boy.
So that's because he didn't go to the
Mixed,
cross
boy.
Oh, I'm sorry.
He
boy.
didn't go
His
cross
daddy
the-
was black, so he was technically black.
across the railroads.
I
I'm
didn't watch
assuming
the
you
Grassy,
didn't have
but I do
cable.
know.
He
No, that
clearly
was
didn't have
Saved by
cable.
the Bell.
I was saying, I know what Degrassi is. I just never watched it because it was kind of not in my
Have you learned anything from the other side of the tracks?
It is a Canadian base, but when
Shout out to
Degrassi
Drake.
was out, I wasn't. I think I was already over.
You was born for sure, nigga. What?
No, I wasn't gonna say I wasn't born.
We
Nigga,
were
I'm
older. We
I'm
were
older than
older.
Drake. I know I was born. I'm just saying when Degrassi was out.
Drake, Snoop Dogg.
I'm not
Wiz
older than Snoop Dogg,
Khalifa.
bitch. Or Wiz Khalifa.
Morgan Freeman.
Yo, I grew up with Morgan Freeman.
Jesus.
Miss C.
Y'all on one tonight.
From the other side of the track, did I learn something?
Hey, by the way, as a heterosexual man, you should never use this in your sentence. That's diabolical. Gay.
Oh, wow.
Gay. That's diabolical.
Not you going
Gay.
back at your
I seen the status like saying that is diabolical. No, saying that is gay. That's diabolical. Being gay is diabolical.
What did he say before we canceled?
I think you said abomination wrong.
Man, bro. I was so mad. He capitalized that.
The status
B, bro.
was.
He capitalized the D. He capitalized the D and the B. I said he capitalized. Capitalizing 2 letters in
I
one
think
word
they
is
might have been
crazy,
They
bro.
might have been sending a message to somebody.
Yeah,
You capitalized
gay
2
message.
letters. They might have Who knows?
All right, rapid fire, man. So for the sake of time, what you learn for the side of the tracks?
Excuse me.
I can't say that I learned anything.
Or how's it benefited you? What did you? It taught me that, hey man, you ain't gotta act black, bro.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. So the other side of the tracks for me would
You gotta act
be
like a nigga.
me growing up in a mixed culture. I don't think I can say like I necessarily learned like this is the way to go and not this way.
All right, I got you.
Because growing up, like I said, in the household that I grew up in, we weren't taught color or anything like that. We weren't taught like it was just
All right, I got you. So here we go.
life you're living. I don't know what.
Is there a difference between? Nope, I ain't gonna go there.
Go there.
Is there a difference between being black and being a nigga?
Oh, absolutely.
I think so.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
No, I'm
It's
sorry.
with-
Yes.
Oh,
yes,
absolutely.
no, within the culture of being black, can nigga be derogatory term or offensive?
Yes.
I agree.
It can.
What you mean within the culture of being black?
Like we say nigga all the time, and just
Oh,
So
like
it could be a
if-
term of endearment. It
Yeah.
could also be.
If she said nigga,
No.
definitely. Definitely.
I know.
What do you mean?
You said strike and move.
Please, what do you,
Lock her up immediately. You're sick.
please.
no. I do think that.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it could be offensive in the sense of there are
Have you
times.
ever said nigga?
That's her favorite word.
No,
Really?
she definitely.
So-
uses,
I've never
I
heard
do
it.
know
Let me-
that.
please.
small disclaimer. I'm telling. I'm snitching.
I do know she uses that word.
Rachel will walk around and be like, "See y'all making me say nigga today. I got that's cuss word.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
yeah.
bad. That's like I gotta go and pray
Because I
somewhere.
mean,
She gotta repent. She gotta repent after it.
I
Cause
know. No, but I do think there are times when I be like, man, y'all acting like niggas, bro. Like, come on, bro, y'all niggas wildin', man.
Yeah, yeah.
Y'all
Yeah.
bugging, bro.
yeah.
And for me, nigga is a word of endearment. It's fun. It's loose. We use the barbershop talk. However, when I say it in that sense, it's kind of like a ignorant. Like you acting ignorant, man. You
Yeah.
acting
Yeah, yeah,
But
unintelligent.
see, I'm about to
Like
say.
you don't
agree.
know how to. Like
Like
you
you
have
don't-
no manners, no
Yeah.
rules, no standards, no more. It's like,
Yeah.
nigga, come
Yeah.
on.
I
There
agree
is
with y'all.
there
I
is
can agree to
definitely
that.
a level.
Yeah, it's so much I wanted to kind of unpack, man. I'll be honest. As much as I had to have the conversation, I didn't know how to have the conversation.
No, I feel you.
So I hope it was beneficial and kind of helpful.
I got a little something before we go. I don't know. If
Okay, go ahead, do your thing.
I
I just had one. That's it.
tell me your daddy should have told you. I got a
Oh
little.
man.
You gonna do it on?
Okay.
You gonna do it on camera today?
So listen, right? I was saving this, but I'm gonna give it to you.
Pause.
So, pause.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Right. So,
Isn't pause and diabolical in the same sentence?
I'm not ever say that word. I don't know.
no.
No,
yeah.
they don't consider saying pause and saying
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
In the same
yeah.
category?
No, it's
Oh.
not the same.
Which
No, it's
niggas
not
are
the
you
same.
asking?
There you
East side
go.
niggas.
There you go. Got it.
That didn't feel right.
Look at the undertone to it,
Didn't
didn't
feel
you?
right. Yeah, it had a little.
It didn't quite roll.
Yeah,
She said it right.
Yeah, it was.
The A and the ER
What
kind
niggas
of
is
joined
you
together.
It was too
Me.
close.
Nah,
Whose side
Nah,
are
it was
you
too
on?
close.
I said, look, I reset it for her.
I don't know.
Cause she
Something
said,
your
what,
daddy
she
shoulda
said, what
told you.
niggas are you talking to? And I said,
Thank
what
you.
niggas is you talking to?
Thank you. Okay.
Translation. Translation.
Oh, you said it like a slave.
What niggas are you talking? What niggas are you referring to?
Are you addressing?
Are you referring to?
No. Which Negroes are you addressing?
Please.
Are you addressing?
What niggas are you trying to apprehend?
Yeah, wait a minute. No, so
I don't even know no hymns.
we're going into the store, right? I don't know how y'all feel about this. I don't know if you know or not. But fellas, if a guy is holding the door open for you, grab the door and say, "No, I got you." big
Preaching,
dog.
doc. You are preaching,
don't
doc.
walk
Okay. Yeah,
You-
don't go through the
Thank you.
sashaying. Like, what are you doing, bro? Like, you gonna hold the door and then you gonna go through it.
Hey, you're preaching,
That
doc.
is wild.
I have a problem with niggas.
Shiverish Charlie. What are you doing?
I
Oh,
have a problem
man.
with people when I hold the door for anybody.
Okay.
When I hold the door for anybody, bro, Just touch. I'm not opening this door for you just to walk through and get a free.
Just touch the door.
Touch the door.
Touch the
bro.
door.
So
You don't just walk in.
Yeah, that is disrespectful.
Touch the door.
That is what the great nigga say. That's diabolical.
Yeah, touch the door. Even if you gon'
crazy.
touch the door at least.
Yeah, man.
Or just I got you, big dog. Like, come on, man. But that's something your daddy should tell.
Yeah.
I had to get out my system.
Quick question, man. Let's get out of
It
here.
must have just happened to you.
Yeah, it was on my mind. Yeah,
I respect you preaching, Doc. C sharp, man. So we can get out of here. How do we, real quick?
Okay, and A flat.
Yeah, that's what I shouted in C sharp. That's for the non-singing niggas. This is what you do when you're not taking nothing serious. It ain't even a full cross. It's just a.
Keep wiping the windows.
Yeah, you want to be. How do we bridge the gap within the culture?
Yes, sir. That's going to be another episode.
Just real quick, how do we bridge the gap with just because there are
From what point of view?
I think just in the sense of when I go somewhere, man, I can pretty much identify the niggas from the blacks. Excuse me.
We got to.
And I kind of cling to the niggas. I'll be like, oh yeah, this is my cup of tea over here. Until I get with them, I'll be like, oh, you niggas out of pocket.
Yeah.
I gotta go over. So how do we bridge the gap where it's like, hey man, I just grew up in a different environment. I was exposed to a little more or lack thereof, or is it something different?
But I'm still. You don't even have to give that disclaimer, but I think we need to get a handle on our youth.
Okay.
And we actually have to like kind of be the example, not just talk about it, but actually be the example that they see. Like they say, if you want something to change, you got to be the change that happens. So it got to start. It has to start with us.
Yeah.
Okay.
It has to start with those that are in close proximity with you. You don't have to go out of town to start reaching out to the youth. Like start with the ones that are right at home, and it's better coaching. Because a lot of them don't have
I think that's hard,
structure at home. But if you start it, what is it? 30 days to start a habit? 21 days to start a habit. So if you're trying to create some form of structure, if you start now in 21 days, that person will eventually, like, they're going to adapt that, and they're going to start to actually walk it. So if you do work in close proximity, not all of us work with youth, but even they don't even have to be necessarily youth, just people, period. You be the face of what the change that you want to see.
I'll say, I guess essentially what she's saying too. I was going to say relationship.
Taken. You got to change it.
I was going to say relationship though. Is how you more so bridge that gap. How you were saying, but I do disagree in a sense to. You can be intentional on what you're doing. However, there's so many different outlets that kids have, social media, things of that nature. You got reality TV. Mm-hmm. I did a question today where it's like, name what's a celebrity you'll want to be friends with. You'll be surprised how many young girls said that they want to be friends with one of these girls off the Baddies.
Oh, of course.
Reality TV. To where
because
it's
that's
like,
what they feel like that.
I'm sorry, who is Rain? Like, you want to be friends with Rain? Like a element? Like, what are we talking about? Like, I was really out of the loop. And they like, no, it's a girl from Baddies. I'm like, okay, sure.
But again, because that's also structure. If they don't have structure at home and they're able to just watch whatever, do whatever, listen to whatever.
So
if that's what
I'm gonna take a different.
I'm
gonna take a different route.
It's not gonna take.
Once your kid hit a certain age,
I'm gonna take a different route. I don't think it's necessary.
It ain't. I ain't saying they lost cause. What I'm saying is, it's only so much.
It's harder.
It's literally like a dam, right? Like once that crack happens in the dam, it just everything. So it's like once that small little thing happens,
if somebody tends to it and gets it in enough time,
I understand what you're saying. However,
that's a agree to different. That's
the key. Like
that's a.
I'm just saying it's not impossible.
It's not a thing where.
What about you, Rachel?
You're so involved in everything else, and who they want to become, I'm not even focusing on this little small thing they got through, and now it becomes part of their personality. Like, where did this come from?
People that are pouring into who they want to become. They don't have anything at all. That's what I'm saying. It got to start somewhere. So whether they're already fragile, you don't have to add to it to make them break. You got to show them the other side of it.
Agreed.
I can
respect that. What do you how do you bridge the gap?
I think it starts with acceptance and grace. So accepting the fact that though we are all Black, right? There are some things that define Black culture, but then there are some things that are just individual. Just like if you think of traditions, I think somebody used that word earlier. Your family Thanksgiving tradition may look a lot different from mine, but it's still the fact that we built it together. It's our tradition, and we do it every year. So acceptance to say, I'm Black, you Black, but we have differences. We may see culture a little different. You may like certain things that I may not like, etc. But then grace to allow those differences. Yeah. And I think that's where we're very quick to accept others in the culture, but we don't even accept the ones in the culture, you know, that culture. And so I think those are the two words that come to mind, like grace and acceptance. And I think that's kind of where it can start, right?
I think those are great points. I think for me, Rachel and I's relationship kind of speaks to my point of self-evaluation. Go see what that's about for yourself before you can have an opinion about it, right? Because we grew up different, and in our relationship, we viewed things different. But I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna self-evaluate what this about. Let me go over here and just kind of see what her world like. What is it about? What I agree with? Why? And how? Why do they think the way they think? Why do they respond the way they think? When I say they, I just mean just on the other side of the track, where y'all come from, the background. Like, okay, oh, that's why they've never been exposed to. And so, what for me it was, and also I like the word grace, right? I'm quickly offended because it's like, hey, give me grace too. I ain't been exposed to what you've been exposed to, so I'm loyal to my environment, my culture, where I come from. It looked like
show me something different.
Yeah, like,
and I have to make the decision to grow or stay.
And for me, where I learned that at was literally traveling.
100%.
When I started traveling, I was like, oh, niggas ain't the same.
Yeah.
There is more to the world.
Oh, there's absolutely.
There is a, you know what I'm saying?
There's
I like the
out there. You just got to get out there.
I like the ideal of starting with the youth too, though, because if you can't be transparent, man, I don't. What we talking for?
I do think it's different type of Black, but it's one type of nigga. Like, it's just it's one type of nigga.
I agree.
There's no different types
I
of
agree.
niggas.
I
niggas
also
is niggas universally.
I also believe too, there's different kind of Blacks, but it's one kind of Black too, though. It's different kind of Blacks in the sense of where we come from, but we all pretty much stand for the same shit, bro.
That's why I disagree.
Because there's some things that like even
I can respect that.
Well, no, I'm just saying, even the example of that going outside in pajamas and bonnets, I don't even take the garbage out with a headscarf on.
Well, I'm talking more in the stand. I'm talking more the standpoint if Rachel's right she grew up in Holly, right? She ain't finna let no white people come in here and disrespect just some Black people. We all standing in Starbucks and she finna talk to somebody grandma like Grandma Universal, nigga. It's somebody grandma, bro. Who you talking to like that?
So right.
Fam?
So, but there's also some Black people that's gonna chip in with the white people.
Yeah, and be down in
to fit in with them.
They
to talk about the white.
Too.
Yeah, but still though, like that's.
But it's some,
I understand that.
We're not all as
but
one. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like for the most part, like we all kind of stand for we are kind of rooted in the same.
Yeah.
That's when you have the same background in the sense.
Yeah, like bro, like these are like you ain't finna.
Yeah.
I don't care because I hopped out at Ford. Henry Ford last week. I had an eyeglass appointment, bro, and it was somebody grandma, bro, who was just guy was bagging out. He was bagging in to the spot next to her, and the grandma was bagging out. And he blowing the horn, yelling. I hopped out so quick, bro. I had to forget that I was on probation, but I said, hey, bro. I said, who the fuck you talking to, bro? Nigga, that's somebody's grandma, bro. Nigga,
Okay.
The moment you
bro,
see is old.
like, bro, come on, bro. You gotta.
I'm sorry.
Man, wow, so he out. Hey, man.
Okay,
I said, man, get in your car, bro, and let her bag out, nigga, before you been there.
Yeah.
And what you're saying
last week, didn't you, nigga?
What you're saying is not wrong, but everybody doesn't have that same perspective.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of where that kind of, and again, just to lightly use your example, but that's kind of where that acceptance is like, again, just using the example. There go my disclaimers. Just using the example. Instead of saying like, hey man, like, hey, that's somebody, like, hey, maybe she didn't see, she's a little elderly, like, keep it put. Like, immediately you jump into, hey man, that's somebody, you know what I'm saying? But that's how you're wired. You're wired to think like,
that man
that's a
said,
grandma.
That man said, what the fuck are you doing to
that's
that
old senior, you know what I'm saying? And so not to say it's wrong, but not everybody's been kind of brought up to think that way. And I think that's kind of where my struggle is that like, if one black person isn't doing that, that other black person thinks is wrong.
Yeah, I understand
they look at it like it's wrong. You're not black because of
how dare you not?
How dare you not?
Rachel, if you see my cuss my grandma out, let me tell you something right now.
Yeah.
If you don't, you bet, nigga.
I'm just using it as an example.
Just letting you know, though, nigga.
Yeah.
Nigga, you better.
She's a Negro.
No, I understand that though. It's almost like a how dare you not type of thing. Like, what
Pumpkin
you mean you
pie or
not
sweet
finna-
potato pie? I'm curious.
You said what?
Pumpkin pie or sweet potato pie?
What sweet potato? Are you
Oh,
crazy?
okay. If you would have said pumpkin,
Nah,
she's
my
no
grandma,
longer
my
allowed on
grandma
this.
Hattie, God rest her soul. She that was my very first time tasting pumpkin pie. She always makes sweet potato pie.
That's where it went
and
wrong.
even don't tell my daddy, but she got the best sweet potato pie I ever had. My daddy's sweet potato pie good, but it ain't my grandma Hattie's. It's not my grandma Hattie's. But she made a pumpkin pie one time, and I didn't know the difference. Grandma Hattie, can I get some pie?
They do look
They
alike,
downstairs. I cut that mug. I was like, yeah, but
Well,
I didn't know. I was like,
I don't eat. Listen,
I was younger.
I don't eat neither.
Says the
I don't eat
light-skinned
either
people
one.
in the room.
Wow.
I don't eat. I don't
That's the
eat.
most
You that one nigga
darkness
we was
you
talking
have on
about.
this.
I
That's
am.
it.
You that one nigga we was talking about.
I
Nigga,
don't
what kind of
eat-
time you
But I
got?
ate that
peach
pumpkin
cobbler.
pie, and I'm telling you, that
I don't
pumpkin
eat
pie,
none.
I was like, Grandma had it. I'm like, it tastes a little different, but it's good. She was
Not
like, went
knowing-
downstairs. She was like, you got the pumpkin pie, baby. I was like, that pumpkin pie
Oh, wow.
was delicious.
Hey, let me say this. Let me.
Yeah,
Potato
no,
pie.
My
I
For the
ancestors will
record.
roll around their grave if I eat pumpkin pie.
I'm for the second time, right? I'm gonna hit on this. Go to YouTube, man, and type in Bernie Mac's pumpkin pie joke. Y'all have a good week, man. You look that up, man. And I'm voice one.
Hey, you voice too.
Place for